is the planet's ultimate game.
It's Carvajal's cross. Rodrigo. Oh, extraordinary. They prayed for miracles, and miracles arrived. Real Madrid, the team of dreams.
Xhaka's corner shot. A game up to the Arsenal bench. This is the lead.
Woodward Stilton.
Guess who's never went away? It's 2-1. A phenomenon.
What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Final Third. It feels like I've been away forever, but we only actually recorded one episode while we were away. I was away, Brad was away, but the boys are back in town. So yeah, good to see you all again. It is me, Sam, aka FIFA Brit, and I'm joined by MrBradThomas and BettingThePitch. Gentlemen, it's lovely to see your faces again. How are you doing? We haven't spoken properly since the main European season's finished. So how's everyone doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I was in the mecca of gambling this week. It was amazing, like, to be in person and bet, but God, it is awful not to be able to just pull out your phone and quickly bet whatever you want. So I do say there's an advantage to being in other places, but hope you guys had a good week.
It's got to be kind of nice to have like a little ticket, though, a physical ticket, right?
No, it's not nice. I was keeping my fanny pack, and I was like making sure that I didn't lose them or they would get like shredded. It was nice getting the cash in my hand because for that Celtics game, I went 5-1.
Nice.
And I ended up passing out right after the game. And so the next morning when I was sober, I went and cashed in my tickets, and it was really freaking nice.
Love that.
Yeah, I do kind of miss that holding that paper ticket in your hand. It's been a while. I haven't actually placed a bet in person in a very long time.
I've never done it, so it's going to happen once.
Things we.
Wait, you guys have you never done it, Sam?
I've never done it. Relatively speaking, I'm a child. Not like actually, in case the feds are listening, but.
Well, come to Las Vegas, not this weekend, next weekend, and we can place it together.
That'd be fun. Get my flights. Let's see if I can get my flights paid for.
There we go. Let's all go.
You're gonna get it paid for with the hitting a massive lotto this weekend. I feel it.
Oh yeah. We're gonna lead off with some Ryan Christie first half shots. That's what we're gonna. That's what's gonna start it off. Like good old Scottish lad. But yeah, so we haven't really spoken since the end of the domestic season. I was in England, which was fun because that's when the Champions League final was going on. People on Twitter were saying that there was no hype around the Champions League final. That's a fucking lie. I was there, not like at the game, but like walking through the streets of London. There were just swarms of Madrid and Dortmund fans. So anyone who was saying, "Oh, I'm walking around the stadium right now and there's no hype around this game," it's just sad that their team didn't make it. Looking at you, City fans, don't know what the fuck you're doing in London, but it was sick.
Welcome back, Sam.
Yeah. No,
Welcome
look, I'm picking up exactly where I left off because all of this happened while I was away, so I had to get it in now. But I mean, we're going into the Euros, and it's not like that's going to get much better for me. I mean, England is literally just Arsenal, but with more disappointment.
Yeah, more disappointment, more expectation.
Yeah, which is the worst combo.
Yeah, literally, the team's so stacked and gets hyped up every year, and it's just unfortunate.
They've never won when they've been favorite, right?
We've never won the Euros. We've never won the Euros.
Yeah, it's not happening this year either, which is unfortunate.
Oh, even though we're the favorites, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, well, you were the favorites. You should win this." And it's just
I think the pricing's totally wrong.
It's terrible. It's so terrible. But yeah, that's the reality of being an England fan. It's just the way it is. And it's miserable because I used to be able to just say, well, it's England. England never win anything. But now we actually get put in like favorite conversations because our roster is so good on paper, even though the defense is still pretty bad. But it's just annoying because now you can't even play the underdog card.
No.
But yeah, the Euros are coming up. The Euros are coming up. They start on Friday, which is beautiful. And we figured we would run through the groups, let you guys know who we think is coming out. sort of broadly discuss some predictions and then get into some nitty-gritty futures if you guys are interested in those. So, yeah, let's start with Group A, shall we?
Wait, Sam, before you get into it, you should just do
yeah.
a quick, really fast breakdown of how the bracket works, how many teams advance. I think that would be good for people to hear.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, because it's a little bit funky. So we have 6 groups, A, B, C, D, E, F. And traditionally, the way it always used to be, and how I think it should be, is the top teams go through, then you see the top teams against the second place teams. Not quite the same for the Euros. The top 2 teams still go through, and obviously finishing higher in your group helps with the seeding. But in addition to those 2 teams from each group that go through, you also get 4 of the 6 third place teams that go through as well. Basically, it's just imagine the third place teams are all in their own separate group, and whoever's the 4 best out of those, they go through as well. So you get the 12 teams from the top 2 in each group plus 4. That takes you to the round of 16. So because this famously happened when Portugal won the Euros, I believe. When Portugal won the Euros 2016, I want to say it was, because it wasn't 2020, because that was Italy. So yeah, 2016, when Portugal won the Euros, they got through the group stages without winning a game. Because they came third. I think they tied, they either tied all 3 or they tied 2, and they just scraped through. There was a very good chance they didn't make it through, but somehow they made it through as a third place team without winning a game, and then they went on to win the entire thing. So it does make a difference, especially when it comes to, qualification in these closer groups, which is interesting because it's not necessarily going to be just like the best team. Like, I think a lot of people will just look at Group B, you look at Croatia, Italy, Spain, and go, okay, those 3 teams are going through. But then you sort of have to wonder, okay, how many points are actually like available there for, to take? It might, one team might just get screwed over. Whereas a closer group, it's more evenly distributed, and you might get 3
That's what sucks about it is like,
well, it's interesting.
If you're in the group of death, you're less likely to come out as a third place team, especially if, like, let's say Croatia picks up a win and you're Italy and you have, I don't know, 3 draws. You draw every game and then you somehow draw against Albania and you're like, wow, that sucks.
All right. Well, if you don't beat Albania in Group B, you deserve not to go through.
I was trying to think of like a point scenario, but
yeah, that's math. That's not what we're not going to do math on the fly here.
My brain started to hurt.
Yeah, no, then you start getting into all these funky permutations, and I've just decided that trying to predict the bracket in the knockouts is just difficult because there's so much that can go wrong in these group stages.
Yeah,
because there's always one group that just completely screws up what everyone said. Someone like Germany. Like, there's always one big team that goes home early, whether it's Germany, whether it's Spain, whether it's Italy. One of those teams, I guarantee you, someone's not going through.
Yep, I have my predictions on some of them.
Beautiful. Well, let's dive into it. Let's get into Group A, and we'll start with the host nation, which is Germany. And Group A is Germany, Hungary, Scotland, and Switzerland. Brad, let's hear what you got.
Yeah, group winner, Germany. I haven't been super impressed with them in their friendlies, but being the host and then just having that much talent, I actually think Switzerland advances from this group. Been very impressed. They're super talented. I would lay a fair amount of money on Scotland not to advance at -125. If a third place team were to advance, everyone knows it's going to be Hungary. That team, they're designed to play in tournaments. They are a tournament solid team. They can lock it down and get a point if they need. And I think they're good enough, strong enough to go out and get 3 points if that's what they so desire.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so this is probably my one group where I got a little crazy, got a little cheeky with it.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm actually going Germany don't make it out of the group.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
nice.
I have Switzerland winning the group and Hungary coming second.
Oh, that's some crazy.
Yeah, Germany doesn't do it for me. I just don't think, I know it's friendlies, so people can say whatever they want, but it is still the squad gearing up, getting ready for Euros, and I go back to I didn't play them I faded them in the World Cup too, which worked out really well for me. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again here. They didn't look great against Ukraine. They looked okay versus Greece. It was a 2-1 game. And once again, I know it's friendly, say what you want, but I'm going off recent form. I'm going off, just how I feel and what I've done, in the past with Germany. And I've always just kind of faded them. And yeah, I know they're the host nation, but I think that adds a little more pressure to them. And I just don't think they'll be able to handle it. And I like the Switzerland team. I just think they're really cagey.
Really good
They
team.
can really attack. Yeah, they're really good. They can really attack you. They can sit back and play defense and catch on the counter. And this Hungary team has had success versus Germany, so I'm not going to write them off either. I mean, they're a very skilled team. So I like, as far as betting purpose here, this would be where I'm kind of looking for some value and kind of getting crazy with, Switzerland to be group winner at plus 500. And then, Germany not to get out of the group was, I can't remember what they were, but yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at, leaning for Group A. That's like starting off with a bang.
Nick came swinging. Listen, if Ivory Coast can win AFCON because it's being held at Ivory Coast, Germany can advance from their group.
Yeah.
I obviously if they advance, no one's surprised. But
not a chance.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was just looking at the betting and just how I feel. I'm glad we agree on Switzerland, that them just being very strong. So
that's so interesting.
And Hungary, I looked at their success versus Germany. They've had success. They've played them very strong. They've played them hard, and I think they're a really good team.
This is so interesting because Switzerland weren't even on my radar as a potential upset in this group. This is so. I mean, I'm glad we can all agree that this group's going to be a little bit weird, but I'm not sure. I mean, personally, so this is what I had. So I had Germany coming top of the group just because I don't think they're going to win it, but I do think they're good enough to get out of this group, relatively speaking. This is if you're serious about this tournament, get the job done group. I have Hungary coming second. I really like Hungary. I actually, in my bracket, I have them matching up against Spain in the round of 16 and beating them. So I like this Hungary team. And then honestly, I think it's a toss-up between Scotland and Switzerland coming third. But I do think the team that comes third in this group will probably get out. We'll see. Because I feel like whoever's going to come third is going to beat, whether it's Scotland or Switzerland. If they come third, they'll beat the other one and get at least 3 points there, and then maybe get a draw off Hungary or Germany. 4 points should absolutely be enough to do it. Even just 3 should be enough to get you out. But that's the way I have that.
Yeah, I think Germany finished third in the group. So that's just where I'm leaning right now.
So how do you see those games going? Germany against Hungary, Scotland, Switzerland.
So let's go through it. So Germany starts with Scotland.
Scotland's the opening game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think they win that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they lose or draw to Hungary. And then I think they lose or draw to Switzerland. So that's kind of where I'm at. I could see like 2 draws there for Germany versus Hungary.
Interesting.
And then I think, I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I think I don't see Scotland winning a game. I mean, maybe they get a draw, but I just think this Hungary and the Switzerland side are much stronger.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
Let's say this, because I want to kind of back up the next point here. If we look at FIFA rankings, which I don't do like in predicting anything, I was just shocked to see that Switzerland is as close to Germany as they are. Switzerland 19th, Germany 16th in FIFA World Ranking.
Germany 16th.
Yeah, man. Well,
don't they have the US at like 11th?
Yeah, and they were at 13th.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's exactly why we don't look at FIFA rankings.
Well, that's because what's the tournament US wins? Freaking they win the stupid
Gold Cup?
No. I'm drawing a blank right now. My brain is not back to 100%, but
CONCACAF.
Yeah. US are CONCACAF overachievers. That helps.
Yeah, that's true. And they win the Gold Cup. They had a good year where they like beat Mexico in like back-to-back major tournaments or something like that. I think it was a couple of years ago. CONCACAF, Gold Cup, that, you know,
Yep.
they should be dominating their region. Like, if it's not America, Canada, or Mexico that's winning anything in this region, then it's just like, what are you doing?
Yep.
But the fact that they're ranked globally above Germany is just like it's ridiculous. Like, you have to take in some sort of strength of schedule here.
Of course,
But
I would agree. I would agree with that.
That's a discussion for another day. But I could shit on the US team all day. Anything else to say on Group B or on Group A before we go to Group B?
Nope.
Nope.
Not for me.
Alrighty. Group B. This is an interesting one. I think most people have this one penned as a group of death. One of my futures is tied to this group, mostly on fading the absolute living shit out of Albania. But here is the group. It's Albania, Croatia, Italy, and Spain. Croatia, Italy, and Spain in the same group is ridiculous. And it's going to be really interesting to see, because I think we can all agree that Albania is coming bottom of this group. So Croatia, Italy, or Spain is going to come third in this group. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they stack up points-wise against the other groups to see if they actually are able to come out of it or not. But let's see what you guys think. Mr. Pitch, I'll let you lead off for this one. What do you think?
Yeah, this one's tough because I really like Croatia as a dark horse in this tournament. I think that they have a legitimate shot to win this tournament. Do I think they top the group? I'm not sure. I probably lean Spain to top this group. I have it as Spain, Croatia, Italy, but those three could really be any sort of combination, in all honesty. Italy's my one question mark. I don't know what to expect from them. Like, I really don't. Like, I like their lineup. When I look at their lineup,
a lot of trying with not a lot of goal score.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I look at their lineup and I'm like, I really like the players that they have, and they have a ton of skill all over the pitch. Like, you know, Skamaka is playing fantastic right now, and like, what a person to have, you know, at this time right now. Yeah. So it's like and my Italian side wants them to do well, obviously. So it's like, you know, but yeah, I think Croatia is my dark horse in this group to top the group. And then I'd probably say Spain, Italy, and, you know, obviously Albania is going to finish last year.
Yeah, I like that. Mine is almost identical. I just actually had the balls to put Croatia top, unlike you. So.
I'm not high on this Italy team at all. Like, it just underperform, underwhelm. But yeah, I like Albania to be ass. I'm gonna take the under in Albania versus Italy too. I think it's gonna be 2-0, 1-0 Italy.
Yeah, that definitely feels like a game where they just like eke out a result. I mean, they should win. They should definitely win.
Yeah.
But Italy don't do things easily. They don't destroy teams. You know, I mean, even Spain. I mean, I know Spain racks up goals against really terrible teams, but none of these teams, even Albania, I wouldn't say Albania are really terrible. I mean, I don't think they're remotely close to the level of the other three teams in the group, but I don't see Spain beating them like 4 or 5-0, for example.
Yep.
It feels like a very low scoring group, you know,
really low scoring.
Yeah, because think about all these games. Like, if you like just think about on paper, Croatia versus Italy, Croatia versus Spain, Italy versus Spain. Those games all to me scream 1-0, 1-1, 2-0.
Yeah, I gotta disagree. Croatia are a team that could fucking score 4 like on anyone. I'm telling you, like they really can, and I just feel like they don't, but they can. They could. That's the thing. Like, they really could.
I mean, you're a sicko, man.
If they were playing Spain and Spain went up 1-0, I wouldn't put Croatia past it to score 2 or 3 just to take a lead. And, you know, if they needed a goal differential or whatever the case may be, like, they're that kind of team that can just press you right down your throat. They'll score goals very quickly.
Yep.
And
they are a fun team. If they're losing,
super fun. Yes.
If they're losing, oh my god.
Oh, they rip shots. They produce so many chances. They can score goals quick, and I feel like that. I like taking their overs, like I do. Spain is a team that it depends on who they're playing and how the game starts off because they're very possession based. They love to hang out of the ball. They love to pass it 1,000+ times in a game and just like lull you to sleep. And Croatia is just a team that like they can do that, but they can also just come right at you.
Yeah. No, I enjoy betting on their shots. I mean, you guys know I like betting. You guys know I like betting shots in general. I mean, when the World Cup was going on, FanDuel actually let you live bet player shots, which was awesome. And I
wonder if they'll do that for this.
I really hope so. I don't think we're going to.
You know what? They might because the one thing is
so many casuals. So many casuals.
And the one thing I see, and the one thing I see about FanDuel is like when you open up the app there, they have on the top there when they list like all the sports, they have put up the Euros and the Copa, which is normally like they're promoting like the big competition.
Yeah,
big sports,
I saw that.
Whatever, and they want people to. So to me, it was like, okay, they're treating it like the World Cup, and maybe they will have like the live shots and all.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it when they do that. I mean, like Bet Rivers took it to the extreme, and when Messi joined into Miami, they literally had a fucking Messi tab. Like it was like soccer. It was like soccer, MLS, Messi. Like there's 3 separate tabs. That being said, I do love it when they do that because I like, more people betting, the better, because usually people blindly bet overs, and then I can come in and be a sicko and bet an under. That being said, it does make it really fucking annoying to bet MLS because now I have to go to the manual search all sports tab, scroll down to soccer, so I can get the rest of my stuff. Even this week, trying to bet on friendlies, which I don't do that often, but when I do, navigating to it now is a real pain in the ass because they don't leave the regular soccer option up there. But if they give me live shots, live player shots, I mean, Fanatics definitely will because Fanatics has been starting to roll out those markets. I'm still capped at $10 bets, but if I get like 10 to 1, 15 to 1 on a player that subs in to take like 2 or 3 shots, yeah, I'm doing that. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to remember who absolutely ripped shots. I forget what his name was, but I think he played for Croatia. I'll have to think about that. But this guy that used to sub on was an absolute wagon. I just can't remember what his name is. But yeah, so for Group B, I have it Croatia, Spain, Italy, Albania. I think it is going to be really close. I do think Spain will win a game here. I don't think there should be odds-on favorites against Croatia in their first game. In fact, Croatia double chance at like -120 is very tempting. And I also just hate the way that Spain play. Death by 1,000 passes is fucking boring. Like,
I know.
Fair enough. If it works, it works. But the thing is, it doesn't work for them. That like this Spain team the Spain team was sick 10 years ago when they won Euros, World Cup, Euros. Was it Euros, World Cup, Euros. It was 08, 10, 12, which was pretty sick. I think they're the first team to win 3 major tournaments in a row like that, those big major tournaments, which is pretty sick. But they haven't been good since then. Like not even close to being good. I think what's the best they did? I think they made the semifinals the year that Italy won a few years ago, and probably should have got through if we're being honest. But they're just not good. So it's just like, is this really working for you? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they're definitely not the Spain of the past for sure by any means. But I think they're headed in that direction. They have some really good young talent. Obviously, Yamal is going to be a superstar.
Bang. Cash it. I was about to say, give me live odds on how quickly it takes him to say Yamal.
So, I mean, yeah, he's gonna be a star for Spain. So, I just right now they're not that team. They're not that Spain that we've, just dominated, international football.
Yeah, any team that has its leading striker as Morata is just in a rough spot, all things considered.
I love Morata too. I really do. I like him. He's just so inconsistent. It drives me nuts.
He's not that fast. He can't finish that well. He can't really dribble that well. Don't really know what. Sometimes,
he's an okay guy.
He can put together a solid highlight reel. The same way that Olivier Giroud can put together a solid highlight reel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Giroud highlight reel
probably better.
he's just like I don't know. Every time I bet him or think about betting him, I like have flashbacks of like Lukaku or something. Like that's what I feel like, where it's like he's gonna get his chances and like you just gonna pray that he finishes them, or he's gonna just completely just miss an open net, or
That's the way it goes. Brad, how do you have this group shaking out?
Oh, this is a tough group. I have Spain first, and I hate saying that. Croatia second, Italy third, Albania last.
Fair enough. Alrighty, let's hit Group C. Yay, England's time. Let's talk about games that England should win, because once we get past this, it's not looking brilliant. So Group C is Denmark, England, Serbia, and Slovenia. This is a weird group because they're all teams that England should beat, but none of them I look and I'm like, yeah, we'll destroy them. They're all like, they all look like difficult wins, which is really annoying. Like, why can't we have an Albania in here or something like that?
I mean, you have Serbia and Slovenia who like classic underperformers in Serbia. Slovenia is not as talented in front of net as you like England. If they struggle, it's going to be their own reasons, because they can't score, not because they concede. Maybe against Denmark, but it should just be like struggling scoring would be your only issue.
That's true. Be very interesting. Okay, let's do this. England have come up. Let's not go into it too crazily. But what do you guys think England's best front four is? Left wing attacking mid, right wing striker.
Oh God.
He really
wants to get riled up.
Let's hit her.
It's obviously Harry Kane at striker. Obviously.
Yes. It's the midfield.
Foden out wide to the right.
Ooh, to the right.
No, wait, where am I? No, I would put Foden in the midfield. Harry up top. Who about there to the left? This is tough.
You're already starting to make me a little nervous here.
I'm just trying to build the one that you like the least. You give yours first.
Okay.
I feel like you were ready for this question.
Let me give mine, and then Sam can do his because he's going to go off on a tangent.
If you have Cole Palmer in here, I'm going to be really upset.
No, I'm not starting Cole
Do.
Palmer.
Good. Why?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, sorry. Go.
So I'm doing Kane at striker.
Okay.
I'm doing Saka at right.
Okay.
I'm doing Foden at left. And I'm playing Palmer at attacking mid.
Okay, so I assume you're playing Jude in the midfield alongside Rice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's not awful. It's you didn't put Saka on the bench, so we're in a
That's
good
the thing. Like I want it's hard because they all
not getting benched.
It's hard because they all play right.
They all play right.
Saka, Foden, and Palmer all play right, but Saka or Foden can play left.
Wow.
So Foden plays left. You put Palmer in the middle, and then you put Saka on the right. Kane at striker. I just think
Paul on the left would be such like for Foden's skill set, I just wouldn't like it.
He can play that. He's played there loads of times for City. I mean. If you listen to City fans, he can play everywhere across the midfield.
But if you
who else would you rather have on the left?
Foden has started at the left for City. He's like basically a non-factor in the game.
Yeah,
I mean, who else would you rather have on the left?
No. I'm not saying there's someone who deserves to start over him at that spot. I'm just saying I feel like he's less effective there. That's it.
Sure.
Well, you still want him on the pitch. He's one of England's best players.
I'm
not finding a reason to bench him. I just think it just stinks. Like
it does stink because they all fucking play right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, loads of people said that Foden's best.
All right, Sam, tell us who it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have Palmer starting in this lineup. I think he's had a very good season. He's had a very good season. He's had a great season. Excellent. I say debut season, even though he did play for City, but this proper debut season as a starter. So he's had a very good season. We can't take that away from him. But if you're asking me who's the better attacking mid, Cole Palmer, who plays for Chelsea and has not played European football outside of a couple of meaningless games for City in his life, or Jude Bellingham, who is a Ballon d'Or front runner, joint with Vinny, maybe Vinny's slightly ahead, who has won a Champions League this year and has just absolutely rocked up. I know that he can play centre mid. We all know he can. In fact, we all thought he was going to play centre mid for Real Madrid. And then Ancelotti turned him into an attacking mid, and it turns out he's really fucking good there too. So people are Foden. I think if there's going to be a debate about who plays attacking mid, it's between Foden and Jude, because Foden, I do think, plays his best football centrally, especially if he's alongside De Bruyne. But you know what? England haven't got a fucking De Bruyne for him to play alongside to draw attention away from and give him so much space at the top of the box. So him playing attacking mid that way is not going to benefit. It's not going to benefit his play style. This isn't Man City. So
put benefits his play style a little bit with Kane up top.
Kane does draw space, but Foden is still definitely a net asset at left wing. So the way I have it, Foden left wing, Jude at attacking mid, Saka on the right, Kane up top, and then we have Rice and Trent Alexander as the centre mids.
I think that's the only lineup you can have.
Yeah. Now, I'm more than happy to have Cole Palmer come off the bench. In fact, especially in knockout, I want him. I'm assuming we're going to win our first 2 games. Hopefully, that means the third game in the group stage is basically irrelevant, and we can just try and get a draw, or a win is, optional. Give him the start in the last game in the group stage if it's not an absolute must win to get the top seed. I want him to get minutes on the field. Yeah. But I don't think he's ready to play 120 minutes of a knockout European Championship game. And we need him for pens because he's an incredibly good penalty taker. So I don't have him starting. I want him coming off the bench, because I know everyone loves the shit on Saka for missing that pen. And let's just say he gets a lot more shit for that than Kane does for missing his against France. We don't have time to go into why that is, but I think we all know. But the man was 18 years old.
You don't need to stick up for Saka. We love Saka.
Yeah,
you don't need to stick up for him. You really don't.
You guys didn't bench him.
We know he got into a bad situation.
You don't need to sell us.
You don't
need to sell us.
Yeah,
that's true.
What are you doing with Trent Alexander?
My thing with England though is I don't like Southgate. I think he's going to screw up whatever talent this team has. I think he just can't. There's so much talent on England that I just think he's just overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But for me, I want to see Palmer, Foden, Saka, Kane, Rice, Jude. That just to me just sounds fucking deadly.
Oh, it sounds awesome on paper, but there's just very little defensive balance.
Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna give up a ton of goals.
Yeah, that sounds awesome on FIFA. I'm gonna set my lineup for England on FIFA, that's what.
Okay, so then all right, let's say you did that lineup.
Yeah.
Who's the back four?
Then, while Shaw is probably hurt, but if Shaw was fit, then you have him. If Shaw is injured, you play Trippier. And then if you see the reason I like Trent in midfield is because his distribution is great and you don't have to rely on his defense. But
if you do that, if you do the lineup that Nick said, you can't have Trent.
Yeah, you can't have him in the midfield. At which point,
but if you do the lineup that I have, then Jude is back also playing. I mean, he's a phenomenal defender.
Yeah, but
he's a phenomenal defender with a bunch of defenders, really good defenders behind them. But
which he's going to have.
No, I'm saying if you have that attacking of a lineup, he doesn't have as much support as he probably would even like.
Mm-hmm. You got Stones. Stones is going to have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then so if Shaw is fit, Shaw at left back. If Shaw is injured, Trippier at left back will make it work. If Trent isn't starting in the midfield, then obviously you have to have this debate of who plays at right back, Trent or Walker. The only upside that Walker has over Trent is his defensive ability, and recently he's looked fucking awful on defense. So at that point, and Trent is better at literally everything else. Maybe he's not as fast as Walker, but Trent offers so much from a crossing perspective. If you have Trippier crossing from the left and Trent crossing from the right into Kane, that's awesome. So if Trent is not starting in the midfield, which I would have, but if he's not, and we've got Jude and Rice in the midfield, then Trent at right back, And then, it's probably going to be Stones. And who's going to start at centre back? Probably Gray from Palace.
Yeah. Oh, Marky
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah. Yep.
And Maguire, because Maguire's out, and that's a shame because Maguire is
Yeah.
actually pretty solid for England.
Was he out
Yeah.
due to injury or he got dropped?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
out due to injury, which is really
I feel like
frustrating.
that news came when I was in Vegas, and
Yeah.
I was like,
It
was
caught
late.
me off
It was
guard.
late.
Like Luke Shaw was a known, okay, he's been injured since February. We're not sure if he's going to make it. And then out of nowhere, Maguire, not fit for the squad. And it's just like, what the fuck? And then we drop Branthwaite. If Maguire's going to get hurt, I don't see how you then drop Branthwaite, which is just, that was a weird decision to me. I don't know why, out of all the centre-backs, he got dropped. This is a great tournament for him to get minutes in. But it is what it is.
because you wanted to keep all these center forwards you got.
Yeah, I guess if he's kept Tony, then Tony better be subbing on for a penalty shootout, and he better fucking score.
Oh, he's going to.
Otherwise,
That's
there's
the only reason
no.
he's on the team.
All right.
If Tony just gets subbed on for pens, that's it. All right, let's
That's
do this.
the only reason he's on the team. All right,
All right.
let's
So
do
yeah. So I'm just gonna real quick. I got England,
yeah.
Denmark, Serbia, Slovenia. That's my
England,
That's my
Denmark,
ranking.
Serbia, Slovenia. That's exactly
Yep.
what I have.
exactly
Yeah.
what I have too. And
Easy.
I couldn't even put money on Denmark to win the group because they are the classic team who plays against good teams where it should be competitive and get shit on, and they just destroy these scrubs.
Yeah,
It's so frustrating.
fair enough. Well, we're in agreement. That's lovely. A little bit of England debate, but we agree about how the group's going to go. No promises for how England fare after that, but
I'm
that makes
excited.
this-
I'm honestly excited to see. I'm excited to see England's lineup.
Yeah.
I really am. I want to see what Southgate does.
it will be interesting.
You're probably right. Obviously, mine is like that FIFA lineup.
Yours is very
I want
attacking.
It
goals.
could be really fun.
So I just want, I want the
Oh, we love
overs. I want team totals. Yeah.
It would be a lot of fun. It'd be stressful as hell because then you know that picture of Rice with all the four attackers. I think it's against Liverpool. With all the attackers charging, that's going to be Rice.
Yeah.
If we run it the way that you've got it, because that's going to be
funny.
tough. But let's
Yeah.
move on to Group D. This one is also a really nice one. I love this group a lot. So we have Austria, France, Netherlands, and Poland. Obviously, the big news coming out of Poland is that not many people I don't think many people rated them to begin with in this group. It's a very tough group, but Lewandowski is missing the first game and is questionable for the second game. I feel kind of bad because he subbed off in the friendly, and I tweeted, "This is what happens. You see unnecessary subs in friendlies," and people were just like, "Sam, he got really hurt," and I was just like, "You probably don't make a sub like this if it was like a competitive Euro game. They're probably just being really cautious with his health." And now it turns out he's actually pulled a muscle and could miss 2 of 3 group stage games. So I felt bad about that. Doesn't change my point that friendlies mostly suck to bet on. It's not impossible to win on friendlies, but you do see so many crazy shenanigans with subs in friendlies. So I try to avoid them. But that's big news for Poland in an already stacked group against Austria, France, and the Netherlands.
I'm laughing here because I don't know why I did this, but I translated the Dutch national team page, and so it translates the names. Oh my god, it's super hilarious.
Why?
Some of these players' names.
Translated into English?
Yeah, from but most of their names are mean something,
Oh, interesting. That's so cool. Wait, give me an example. Now I want to hear one.
Steven Bergwijn, Mountain Wine.
That's fun. I like that. I'll take some mountain wine. Let me drink some mountain wine for the next podcast.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, back to the group. I don't know why I just got distracted.
That's funny. Brad, let the inner thoughts take over.
Yeah. I was like, man, I'm laughing. Now this is one of those moments where BTP is like, Brad's doing the thing again, where he's just laughing on camera. I have no idea why.
I have no idea why.
Too many fucking monitors to distract you, Brad. Too many fucking monitors.
Oh, I have one monitor. It's just 46 inches.
Oh! I didn't need it in inches, Brad. Okay.
Haven't you seen the poster? Size matters.
Relax.
Oh yeah, that's fun. All righty, let's see your group rundown, Brad.
All right, man. France wins group. I don't have the stones to take Austria, but I wish I could take Austria. But I think this Netherlands team is getting better, better and better. I think the young talent's getting better. I would take Poland to if it's not 12-1, I guess what Sam was saying anymore, but I would take Poland to score the fewest goals.
Yeah, I think it's down to 9-1 now with the Lewandowski news.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I wish Lua wasn't hurt because this has to be the best group of all of them. I mean, all four of these teams are really, really good.
Well, 3 of the teams
obviously-
are really good. Poland
Not
is
good.
horrible.
I don't rate Poland. Their qualifying matches were fucking boring.
Horrible. Squeaked in.
I don't know. I feel if you go back and look at their games and like the lineups that they had, like they just haven't been healthy. And
That's
like
a good point, but I'm not going to go and do that. But I'll take your word for it.
yeah, like they just haven't been healthy. Like today or the other day for their friendly, that was like I looked at their lineup. I'm like, yeah, this is Poland right here. And then of course both
And
their strikers
Lewandowski
get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I got France 1. I wouldn't be surprised if Netherlands was 1. Truthfully, they're just to me they're another dark horse that could win this thing. You know, it sucks that they don't have that Frankie's hurt for them, but I think they're still deep enough.
News that came out about Koopman is he's questionable now too. They're currently running tests on. He pulled a muscle, and they're seeing if he has to get sent home as well. That would be a really rough 1-2 punch for their centre mids if they both go home.
Yeah, if he's out, that's definitely a huge blow. Probably changes a lot. I think before we got on here, I saw something that he may miss the whole Euros. I mean, he could be out for the whole Euros, that would be huge.
Yeah. Give me Matt's Wiffer if he goes home, because Wiff is one of those centre mids that loves to shoot. If Wiffer starts, I'm taking those first half shots easy.
Well, if Coop's out, it's France 1 for sure. Netherlands probably 2 or Austria. They're another good team. They'll play really, really hard. So it'd be France 1 and then either Austria or Netherlands 2-3 and Poland without Lua 4th.
Yeah, I like that. Coop Miners being out would move the needle for me on my knockout bracket, but not for the groups. I think France will top this group. I just think they are fantastic. It's not quite a group of death, this group, but it's close to one, but it's significantly more fun. Like if you look on paper, you see a group of death between Croatia, Italy, and Spain. You're like, okay, they're good teams here for sure, but not loving goals, unless you love goals with Croatia, like you do, which is fair enough. But, on paper, I'm just sort of like, not sure how I feel about that. But then you give me Austria, France, and the Netherlands. Yeah, that's goals. And shots too, which is great. Especially on Austria, because I believe Konrad Laimer plays as a right winger for them, whereas he's usually a defensive mid or right back when he plays for, who does he play for? Leipzig, great.
No, he plays for Munich.
Plays for Bayern. Yeah, right. He usually played. Yeah.
I thought he played. Wait, what did you say he played?
He's a defensive mid and a right back. Yeah, he does play for Bayern now. You're right.
He used to play for Leipzig. I
just forget that Bayern just keep fucking buying everyone in that fucking league. but this is what's great. For some reason, players when they play for their international teams get priced as if they're their positions or their club teams. Like I cashed a sick bet on the US Colombia friendly because I took Arias for Colombia and Tim Weah for the US, and Weah was 7-1 to score a goal. And it's just like, you realize that he's a right wing back for Juventus, but this man plays as a fucking like inside forward right winger for the US, right? Like he's not a defender anymore.
Davies with Canada.
Yeah, it's sick. So all of these guys that I've been like keeping an eye on during friendlies where they didn't have first half shots, and I'm just like, this is so frustrating. They're getting, because you can see their goals. Like Lima was priced at 5-1 to score a goal during European qualifiers. I cashed on that, and this was months ago, but I was just like, this is so frustrating because I can see you on your goal price that your shots prices would be sick, but the market's not offered. So he's one of the guys I have circled for. Please just start this guy at right wing so I can just hammer the shit out of his first half shots and hopefully get a really nice hit and hope that they think he's playing right back or defensive mid. But the way I have this group going is pretty similar to what you guys have. France first, Netherlands second, Austria third, and I do think if Austria come third, they'll advance, and Poland fourth.
I like it.
Nice. Alrighty, Group E. Belgium, Romania, Slovakia, and Ukraine. This is a funky fucking group. This is a very
This is
interesting.
a horrible group.
This is
If Belgium
interesting.
don't win this
Yeah, this is
group,
Yeah,
like we know we're past the golden generation, but god dang,
fucking
man.
golden generation. What did
Like,
that golden generation fucking do?
hey, listen, everyone has a golden generation. Doesn't mean they're gonna always win. You got to beat the other teams, not just the teams that were made on your own team.
Yeah.
But God, this is so trash, man. So trash. And honestly, like, if Ukraine didn't advance from the group, I wouldn't be surprised. But like, they should be like way bigger favorites to advance from the group. I think they're like minus 275. Like, they should be like minus 500. But
Yeah. Interesting group.
Yeah, this one's tough because it's like I just don't. Belgium are another team I don't trust. I trust them to get out of this group, but after that, I don't see them going much farther than that. No Courtois, which is I think a huge miss. Obviously, with the issues that they got going on, but that's a big miss in goal for them.
they're old.
And aside from that, it's like they are old. Like their squad is like.
Yeah.
They got KDB and Lukaku, and Trossard.
Trossard literally just gave up on his hair, and it's like just full gray.
Trossard looks like a vampire. At any point,
100%.
He looks like he never gets a good night's sleep.
But he's gonna score them goals, though. I tell you what.
He is gonna do something.
You see him score a goal at the Emirates, and he whenever he scores, he always runs directly to the side of the fans, directly behind the goal. He puts his arms out. And this man has just like straight bags under his eyes, and it's just like,
yeah.
Like he looks like a terrifying demon has possessed his soul.
Oh,
you're just like, please, dude, get 8 hours of sleep minimum, please, just do it.
He's out there just catching a bunch of tail.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm probably going Belgium, Ukraine, Slovakia, Romania. That's my
fair enough.
My order there.
I'm going with the order of the sports book just because I think I don't know, man. I've never had any desire to bet on Slovakia. Never had any desire to rate them. I think Romania can score goals.
They got Sesko.
Yeah.
I mean, Romania
nothing but shots on target. That's all we're gonna bet.
I always say Benjamin Sesko is the Kyle Schwarber of soccer because there's no point betting his shot on target because if he puts a shot on target, it's a goal.
It's like it really is.
Like look at this man's game log. He does not waste shots. He's not even one for laddering first half shots.
Dude, he doesn't even take a lot of shots, which is crazy. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, he's like insanely efficient. He'll take like one shot in the entire half, but it'll be on target and most likely a goal.
He's like, I know I need to net this one. I might not get another opportunity.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Brad, sorry, I cut you off. What's your order?
Belgium, Ukraine, Romania, Slovakia. I wish I had more guts to take Romania second, but
I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
I have the exact same order. So we agree Belgium and Ukraine are going out, and then it's basically just Romania or Slovakia. So fair enough.
Sure.
All right, let's wrap it up with the final group. Group F, we have the Czech Republic, Georgia, Portugal, and Turkey. Another interesting group. Interesting group.
Very interesting group.
Yeah. Are we still doing Turkey Dark Horse? I feel like we've been doing Turkey Dark Horse for years now.
It's dead now, man. It's dead.
I think
it'll be dead. It'll be dead for like I think another like 3 more years, and then their young guys are gonna be better, right? Like their team's pretty old, but then they have a couple like 19 and 18.
The Juventus kid, Yildiz, right?
Yildiz, yeah, they
love
Yildiz,
him.
Adar Euler, and
how about Artakoglu, Karim Artakoglu? Because I like him because he was a wagon for first half shot for the Champions League.
25.
Oh, that's good enough. Mid-20s is perfect.
And they have that guy from what's his name? Besiktas. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Their team is so good, like not so good, like will be so good.
Yeah.
If these young players just keep developing.
Yeah.
But they're in a weird transition, like where a lot of their players are pretty old. Yeah. Old in football terms, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounding old as dirt. You can hear his bones crack when he runs.
That's brutal. So true. So sad.
Yeah.
What you thinking for this group, Brad?
I'm gonna go Portugal wins group. I have Czech Republic coming second. Turkey third. Poor Georgians. I have them. They were another option for me to be lowest scoring group. That team is a one-man show, and if he's not scoring,
Hey, two-man show. Put some respect on George Smitazaki.
then two-man show. They're not scoring goals, man. You
Fair
know
enough.
what? They actually might get lucky though and get like a pity goal from Portugal. Like Portugal up 5-0 and like they score in the 75th minute.
I see him getting goals against Turkey and Czech Republic. Like 1 or 2 there. It's doable.
Wait till Czech Republic and Georgia. And it's going to be both teams to score, and it's going to be plus 105. And everyone's like, we have to take both teams to score. And then when we're wondering why it's 0-0, and we're in the 78th minute, we're like, what the hell is going on? I've seen this script before.
Yeah, fair enough.
Classic underwhelming game.
Yeah.
It's normally like Georgia versus Czech Republic or like Georgia versus Serbia. And we're like, oh, it's going to be both teams to score. And then it's 0-0. And one team gets a late winner. And we're like, oh, let's hopefully get this and stop in extra time right here.
Fair enough. I have the exact same. I have the exact same one. I got Portugal, Czech Republic, Turkey, Georgia.
Yeah, I went Portugal, Turkey, Czech, Georgia.
I
mean, it could really go. Yeah, it could. I mean, too. I like Turkey to go, to finish second here. But at this group screams goals to me for sure. If you just look at like the head-to-head versus Portugal, Turkey, and Czech when they all play each other, it's just like it's goals. It's a lot of goals.
I want to piggyback on what you said. I like Portugal to score the most goals in the tournament.
That's interesting.
Group.
I like that.
What odds do you get on that?
6-1.
Fair enough. Ooh, where does that put them? Like second or third?
Fourth. England, France, Germany.
Fucking England. My God, I'm never going to live this down. Why?
Funny thing about England, though, is like they are a legitimate team.
They're putting out that FIFA lineup.
They could score 3 goals in the last 20 minutes of the game. Not a lot of teams do that.
Yeah, and it's painful to watch.
Just get ready to live bet.
That pisses me off so much about England. Yeah, their first half are fucking awful.
Horrible.
And then all of a sudden it's like second half, they're like, oh, maybe we should actually play.
Yeah.
It's the fucking lean forward meme.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I always want to, because obviously their lines are going to be juiced. So you're going to be looking for value. So like, I remember I'm always looking for like halftime, full time. But with England, it's like, do you even fucking trust them to get a goal in the first half?
Halftime tie, full time England.
Yeah, it'd be like draw full time. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, it's very frustrating. But for reference, it's slightly better than Southgate's first style of football with England, which was go up 1-0 inside 20 minutes and then park the fucking bus and refuse to attack. That's how he played it in his first World Cup. And to be fair, it got us to a World Cup semi and a European final, but it was not fun to watch whatsoever. And it was such a terrible way of approaching games. Like when you're 1-0 up against Italy early, you have to try and get that second. And he just didn't do that. And to be fair, he adjusted his approach. And I actually think tactically, the last World Cup was actually his best one tactically. Like he didn't, he didn't look to park the bus after we took a lead, and he actually attacked from the offset. And it was our worst performance on paper. Like if you look at his 3 tournaments, it's World Cup semi, Euros final, World Cup quarters to France, which is just like that's a rough place to draw France. And it'll be his worst one on paper, but I think it's the best one that we played tactically. So I'm just hoping we stick to that and we attack from the off and just hope that we score, Yep. It's going to be interesting. Well, that's the group stages wrapped up. So let's go into a couple of futures. I have a few set aside that I want to talk about. I mentioned before, Albania, lowest scoring team. They are the favorites, but it's still plus 430. I still think those odds are too good. In a group of death where the teams in question are very good at shutting down offensive chances for their opposition, Italy, Spain, Croatia, going to be hard to get a goal against them. So I like them to be the lowest scoring team. And then I'll tell you what, I had a really fun one. And this is more of a value play because I think Mitrovic is a bit of a long shot. But one of the FanDuel specials that they put up a few days ago was Kane, Mitrovic, and Dovbyk to score 3 or more goals each. I got it at plus 5,000. It's moved a little bit. It's plus 4,500 right now. But if you build out their alt lines on 365 or other books where you can build out and parlay their alt lines of scoring 3 goals each, parlays to around 25 to 1. So basically double the value of what it should be. And they all take pens. Well, Mitrovic is a tricky one because Vlahovic sometimes take pens for them, and also Mitrovic took the last one, but he missed. So that's a bit of an iffy pen situation, but Kane takes pens, and obviously England are expected to go far. Dovbyk takes pens for Ukraine as well, and that's a pretty good group for him to get a couple of goals. So really with Mitrovic, you kind of have to hope that Serbia can somehow get a 4th game, whether they somehow come second, or maybe they get lucky and they come third and go through, because otherwise I don't see him getting the 3 goals in that group. But from a value perspective, considering it's over double what it should be, I think that's worth a little sprinkle.
I do. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, futures I have, I posted on Twitter a couple days ago. I got Portugal to reach the semis at plus 125. And then I did top goal scorers for a couple teams. Adams to be Scotland. Yeah, Che Adams to be Scotland's top goal scorer at plus 500. Scamacca to be Italy's top goal scorer at plus 700.
Nice.
And then I went chalk a little bit with Morata to be Spain's top goal scorer at plus 200.
Yo, one of you guys better get duck for cover.
Yeah, it's me.
That is Sam.
Manhattan Siren.
You can tell Sam was in New York City.
Where did you get Scamacca top scorer at 700?
FanDuel.
What? Okay, that dropped. Wow, good shit. That's a nice line.
Yeah.
I have a fun little team top scorer.
My problem with Scamacca top goal scorer is he's not going to play more than 60 minutes a match, and Italy don't score until the end of matches.
I thought so too, but I did a little digging, and I saw.
And obviously, mine based off zero research.
Yeah, I did a little because I thought the same thing. He's definitely the kind of person that gets subbed early, and Italy are the kind of team that sub early as well. But doing some research, and I saw someone post some article about the manager saying that they were going to kind of lean on him for this tournament, and
playing well.
The friendly that he played. Oh, I mean, he played great in the friendly that they just played, but he didn't fucking score. I think he had like 5 shots on goal or something crazy. But in that match, he played 84 minutes in the friendly that they just played. He had 3 shots on target, 1 shot off target, and 3 block shots. So he had 7 shots in that game.
That's a lot of shots.
No, he didn't score. But he's going to be the one that they're funneling to, is from what I was kind of researching and what I found, that they're going to try and run the offense, attacking through him. So
he's so disappointing, man. They should be way more talented.
Yeah.
I think it's because they don't have players who want to funnel the ball to Scamacca. I think that's the problem. Is like the guys out wide want to shoot and score. The guys in the midfield want to shoot and score. Pellegrini would rather try to shoot and score.
Yeah, same with Chiesa.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm betting that motherfucker shots. He loves
every
so
freaking
much.
game. I'm taking him to be top team goal scorer for Italy, just because he's gonna shoot a million times.
I just wish he wasn't the favorite. Like if he was the second favorite, then I would take it.
But I mean, the price difference is only 75 cents. Like it's not like Lukaku's minus 120 to be his team favorite.
That's fair.
Which I'm taking.
Fair enough.
Grudgingly.
Yeah, because like who else is gonna score for them?
No, yeah.
Trossard will get like 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Doku, that's for sure.
I was surprised to see Memphis was plus 400 to be Netherlands' leading goal scorer, with Malen not being 100%.
They just have loads of threats.
Loads. Simons, Gakpo, Robbery, Weghorst, Bergwijn, but he's not going to play a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a fun little team top scorer lotto that I played.
Lay on it.
I played it with a free bet, and then I ran a round robin as well. It's McTominay for Scotland, who on his own is plus 500. Scamacca for Italy, which I got at plus 460, which I thought was good. And now I'm hearing that 700 was available. So now I feel like I missed the boat there. And then Bruno Fernandes for Portugal at plus 490. parlay those together, it's almost plus 20,000, which is a lot of fun. Bruno is an interesting one. I'm not sure if I want to straight bet him yet, mostly because I think the price might move in my favor after Ronaldo scored a fucking brace today. But if Portugal go far, all right, that's a discussion for another time. You really tried to lay that one in there. I'm not going to rise to it. But if Portugal go far, which they should be getting to the quarters of the semifinals, honestly, with their squad.
Yes.
Ronaldo is not going to. I don't think Ronaldo starts these knockout games, and it was really funny because I put this. I see you giving me a funny face. And
I think you've been smoking too much in the back.
No. This is someone
How much
trying
of that
to
whiskey you on right now?
Someone trying
Yeah,
to.
the
Well,
whiskey's
the whiskey's almost done, but that's beside the point.
That's the problem.
That's beside the point. The numbers don't lie.
We've come close to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
I need to hear this rationale.
Okay, well, if you look, I had the numbers a few days ago. I don't have it offhand, and I'm not going to waste time by going to go find them. But if you look at Ronaldo's minutes in the World Cup, he started the first game 87 minutes. Then he starts all three group stages, which is where he's probably going to do a lot of damage. Which that's what worries me, and that's why he's the odds-on favorite for Portugal. Fair enough, he'll do a lot of damage in this group, but starts the first game 87 minutes or so. Then you get to like 70, then you get to like 60. Now you get to the knockouts. Now Gonzalo Ramos is starting to strike it over him because they're worried that they're going to go to penalties. Ronaldo's coming off the bench. Now he's seeing half an hour. In the last game that they played before Portugal knocked out, I think he played less than 20 minutes. That's where I think the value on Bruno comes in, because Bruno is an absolute wagon. He's been delivering, especially when Ronaldo hasn't been playing. Bruno has stepped up. He takes pens when Ronaldo is off the field. That also helps. And I just think he is a very dangerous threat. And he's also going to play the whole game. Ronaldo is not going to, especially when we get to the knockouts.
Who was the manager of Portugal for the World Cup?
Oh, I don't know. This was a couple of years ago now. Who was it?
Fernando Santos. Is he still there?
Probably not.
No, he's not there.
Okay.
He's not there for a reason, because he didn't play Ronaldo. Ronaldo's
Yeah, but that was a
gonna
good
play
thing. That was the best thing he did.
every game, 90 minutes.
He can't.
Because Portugal won the World Cup.
He can't. Ronaldo does not have what it takes to play 120 minutes. And I refuse to have people tell me that him playing every minute of every game in the fucking Saudi league is proof that he can handle 120
He's going to
minutes.
play. He's going to play 90 minutes of every game.
All righty. Well,
maybe not. Maybe if they get a lead in the group stage, obviously, and they're secured the top spot or advance, whatever, he's not going to play, or they'll rest him for that. But when it comes to the knockouts and stuff, he'll be there.
All righty. We will.
Ronaldo's playing and starting. Stop acting crazy.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, Bruno's playing behind him. Has to. Has to.
All right.
Bruno's a huge piece for Portugal. Don't get me wrong. Like, he needs to be out there every game, starting 120 minutes for sure.
Brad just tweeted, Sam has been drinking. Fuck you, Brad. I have the notifications on. Don't think I don't have your notifications on. God damn it.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh, classic. All right. Well, that's a coincidentally, the whiskey is. No, it's done.
Wait, we didn't give our winners.
Oh, what? Oh, good point. Yeah, let's do that.
Damn, the whiskey really is flowing, my man.
All right. Winners of the Euros. Brad, who's winning?
France.
Okay. Pitch, who's winning?
Portugal.
Fair enough. Alrighty. I'm standing on business. England are winning.
You got to
do it.
You got
to.
Austin, Portugal, but highest scoring team, though.
Yeah. Portugal are definitely not fucking winning the Euros. That's for sure.
They have not a chance.
No. Sit down.
At plus 750, I'm taking them.
That's fair. That's a good price. That's a good price. I'd rather look at the Netherlands at like 10-1 or something like that.
Well, shout out to Real Madrid. I have France to win at like 39-1 now.
Right. Yes, I forgot you're sitting on that. That's a fun combo. You should be able to hedge that. I would hope they could make it to the final. You should be able to hedge that later on.
That's your Madrid France ticket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good ticket,
yeah.
Brad.
Nice.
And I just got my France jerseys in, bro. I'm ready for Euros.
Beautiful. Well, so am I. I am ready for the pain. I will have to get another bottle of whiskey though, because this one, my podcast bottle, might be out. going to have to transition from my podcast bottle to my England Euros bottle. That'll be fun. That's a fun little purchase that for later the week. Alrighty. Anything else to say before we wrap up?
Nah, man, this has been fun. I'm excited. I think that, we should maybe do some parlays each day on social, like a collab. Kind of boost our podcast up a little bit. I'm down if you guys are.
Fuck yeah. Collaboration. I was going to say, I was going to suggest that like a few weeks ago and I just forgot to, but we should definitely be doing that more.
Yeah.
Fun. All
Give
right.
people what they want.
Yeah. People want parlays. And it's going to be great because it's going to be like Italy first half corner spread plus both teams to score over 2.5 plus Ryan Christie 2 first half shots. And it's going to be like, who came up with these?
That's exactly right.
Which leg belongs to which person?
Yeah, I wonder. That'll be fun. All righty. Well, the Euros kick off this Friday. First game is Germany against Scotland. And that'll be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. It's been a nice little break between the domestic seasons and the international competitions. And don't forget, we will have MLS as well. That'll be fun. All righty. What do you guys want to plug before we go?
Man, I will say this. Make sure you check out my X page and my goldboys.com page because I'll have my Copa America bets out. I'll be on BetUS TV Thursday at 10 a.m. with all my futures, but as always, to the loyal members of Gold Boys, they will be in the Discord first.
Definitely follow all of us on Twitter /X. I'm at BettingThePitch. All the plays. I'll have some free plays on Twitter, but most of the plays are going to be in the Discord. Definitely now would be a great month to join. Just a month long of Euros and Copa and MLS, and it's going to be a fun summer. So I know they got promotion codes and everything like that. So, come give it a shot. Come join the Discord and let's fucking cash some tickets this summer.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely. You guys can follow me on Twitter at FIFA Brit, and you can sign up for Gold Boys at goldboys.com. Thank you again to the Gold Boys Network for continuing to host this podcast as we delve into more and more insane, crazy shenanigans. Boys, it's been lovely to see you guys again. I know we've been away for a couple of weeks, but great to see your beautiful faces again. And I look forward to catching you guys in the next one. Mwah. Catch you next time.